Popeyes the Slayer Man might not be the best out there, but I still respect the sheer stupidity and the chaotic energy behind it. Sometimes a character doesn't need to be perfect or doesn't need to be entertaining, but the absurdity alone makes it memorable. It's the kind of concept that makes you pause, laugh and think, who came up with this? And honestly, that ridiculous charm is exactly why it sticks, even if the movie comes across as ridiculous sometimes. Without further ado, let's get on with it. The movie begins with a woman running away from two men who are chasing her, and she comes across an abandoned place called the Anchor Bay Canning Factory, and she goes inside. The two men are following her in, even though one of them is hesitant to go in because he says something like, we shouldn't enter because of what the place is. She's looking for a place to hide, so she sees an unknown person in the dark, and she's like, what the hell?
Adrian, come to daddy.
No one says daddy anymore. Ew, that word's been ruined by pricks. Don't say that. So this dude's a pussy and he's like, we should get out of here. And this dude's like, not until we get what we want. It turns out she stole a bunch of cocaine from them and they just want it back. I mean, just give it to them anyway.
In more ways than you know.
Bite his nose off. I'm sorry, if I was in that situation, I'm defending myself by biting his nose or kicking him in the nuts. Then a spinach can rolls towards them and they are confused at this. And this dude goes and investigates because that's something that regular people do. I mean, he gets killed and I can't show this, but Popeyes ripped half of his body off and his guts are showing. And for some reason, these two don't think to themselves that an unknown figure has just ripped someone in half and he is dead. And maybe we should get the fuck out of here. But no, in any stereotypical horror slash movie, they just watch and then die in the process.
I'll kill her! I'll slit her throat! One step closer! I swear!
The thing is, you can kill her. She doesn't know about Popeyes and Popeyes doesn't know. As far as he's concerned, 3 people have just broken into his abandoned place.
You're a monster!
Young lady, he just saved your ass from these 2 creeps. The least you can do is say thank you. But in this case, she is correct because he is a monster for doing that. And he kills her too, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. But, oh, yeah.
Okay then, the title of the movie. So, we're introduced to 2 characters talking about a documentary that they never bring up in this movie again. And this girl is called Olivia. She's new to the school and she meets these 2 and they discuss the Sailor Man and the urban legend that Olivia has been researching about. And he is still roaming the old docks searching for something or someone. Next scene is a woman entering the factory and she goes and meets Mr. Alistair, and that this woman and her client are planning to demolish the site when the deal is closed, and that it's been rotting. This place has been rotting for 20 years and it needs to go. And this woman tells Mr. Alistair about the stories of the Sailor Man, but he dismisses it, saying that I don't believe in ghost stories. So he leaves and she's left on her own, and there's Popeyes just spying on her and she's unaware and she runs off but ends up hiding in a dark area and literally screams.
Oh my god. Oh.
What the heck?
Turns out it's a random guy, Mr. Alistair, just there in the factory. She drops her papers and she decides to leave, but she leaves her papers on the floor behind. I mean, she was picking her bag up. She opened her bag for a second. She didn't notice that the papers were gone? Come on. Well, all we know is that she's going to come back to get her papers and she's going to get herself killed. We only see this guy for about 2 minutes before he dies. He sees Popeyes, but someone who he's never encountered, convinced he's intimidating. He goes and looks for Popeyes, but he finds 2 dead bodies, the boys from before.
Damn! Oh, what the fuck?
Jesus. You gotta be shitting me.
So, as someone who has just witnessed 2 dead bodies upstairs and has just seen Popeyes, who is most likely responsible for the murders, do I A, run out of the factory, call the feds, and do everything in my power to stay alive like a normal human being? Or B, stand there for a moment, ignore every survival instinct I've ever had, and decide to fight Popeyes anyway because I'm a cocky idiot who thinks intimidation means equals skill, that adrenaline makes me invincible, and that somehow I'm built differently despite 2 corpses upstairs proving otherwise. It's B. His death scene isn't even that good anyway. Look at it.
All right. Come on, you bastard. Son of a bitch.
Pure banter, am I right? So we are introduced to another character called Katie, and they plan to head to the factory to discover the Sailor Man. And we see Katie's bruises, and nobody in the group questions her bruises. They kind of just brush it off. Like, they kind of know about the bruises, but they don't talk to her about it or anything, so it's just kind of like irrelevant. So they basically talk about the Sailor Man for like 5 minutes, and this guy interrupts them and talks to them about the Sailor Man and warns them to stay away, but you know what movies are like. In slasher horror movies, they're not going to listen.
Visitors stopping on his doorstep.
What exactly do you know about the Sailor Man?
I know enough to stay away from the old docks. Only at night, forever haunts that place, waiting for the return is lost love. Just like me.
Yeah, ignore old Bernie. A little too much salt water in the brain.
So we're introduced to Katie's boyfriend, who is a dick, and she does not like him. I wonder why. We are also introduced to his annoying friends that he met from under a bridge, because their acting is terrible, so they must be first timers. And one of them like flirts with Olivia, who is clearly not interested in one of them.
Sure you told me that was tonight, babe? I think I would have remembered if some ratbag, homo-repressed dipshit was trying to spend the night with my girl.
Baby, stop. Dexter is just a friend.
Of course, babe. I guess we'll have to plan for another night then. Tell me, are you trying to fuck my girl?
Please, don't make a scene on my tab, okay?
I'm just looking out for what's mine.
Joey, you're hurting me.
I'll call you later, babe.
Oh, I hope you die by Popeyes. I fucking hope you do. So they head to the factory. I mean, just look at this place. Yeah, definitely not terrifying at all, am I right? So they break into the factory and they go exploring. Katie's boyfriend, who is a dick, calls her, but she hangs up the phone because he's an asshole. I mean, she literally left the pub like 10 minutes ago and he's already calling her. So he is immediately pissed, thinking that Katie and Dexter, this guy, who I've just remembered his name in the movie, like literally like 15 minutes in or something, are grinding each other in a cold abandoned factory. I mean, just look at his face. He's getting paranoid, and his friends aren't helping because they literally make him believe that that is the case when it's not. Such arseholes.
She's probably grinding with that Dexter guy right now.
You think so?
You really believe her story, bro? That she's going down to the docks for a school project?
That's what she said.
I remember hearing those stories from my dad about a sailor man that haunts the docks while smoking a corncob pipe. Supposed to be crazy strong. I heard he could take 10 men at once.
Yeah, sounds like your ex.
Actually, sounds more like your mom.
Just shut up about some stupid ghost story.
So the old man talks to these 3 idiots about the Sailor Man.
Sailor Man, real. And if you trespass in his home, he'll gut you like an old car.
Shut up, Bernie. You're an old cunt. If she's just doing some school project, then why won't she just pick the phone up?
Probably no cell service down there. The place is a dead zone.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying I think you need to trust your instincts about it.
Oh yeah? What should I do?
She said they're going to be at the old canning factory, right? Let's go down there. Catch her in the act.
Guys, I don't think that's a good idea.
Shut the fuck up, Terry. Nobody asked you.
I mean, you're an idiot if you believe this guy's theory about Katie and Dexter hooking up in a cold ass factory. And this guy genuinely believes that of all places she would do it there. And the only one who actually has some fucking common sense in this conversation is the black guy, who is skeptical about the place, but he is forced to go along with it because this idiot has a DUI charge. So the group decide to split up. Rule 1 in horror movies, don't split up. And Katie stays behind, and these people are definitely not going to get themselves murdered, am I right? So these two are exploring, and out comes a spinach time.
I would hit him in both legs.
Oh, do you actually believe that? Just one problem.
What's that?
I'm on a no-meat diet.
You're such a tease.
Let's go, Romeo.
Meanwhile, Popeyes could walk any minute, decapitate your heads, but luckily that doesn't happen yet. And he's right there, by the way. So Katie's just chilling, doesn't notice that Popeyes is there, completely oblivious. So the woman from before comes back to the factory to pick up her papers that she left in the factory. So she finds her papers and Popeyes is right there, but doesn't see him. But instead she sees the guy from before. I wouldn't use this type of movie for a death scene. It's a bit random. Yeah, it's a cool beat, but for a chase scene and a death scene, absolutely not. That's not even heavy. You can literally push the door. Like, come on, man. Come on. She gets her hair stuck somehow, and he grabs her hair and then rips the top part of her hair. Like, ugh. For a woman who has just had her hair ripped out, she's very calm about it and she's not in pain. So he yanks her, chucks her in whatever that is, and watches her get crushed as he smokes his pipe. All of this would have been avoided if you weren't a fucking idiot. So they carry on looking for some information for Dexter's documentary, and these two have like a moment and they talk about Olivia, where she's from and her old school and her family, and they're about to kiss but are interrupted by these two.
Oh, get a room.
No, you're not interrupting anything. Thanks for asking.
Sorry, I didn't see you there standing in the friend zone.
We get Olivia and this girl talking about where Olivia comes from. Katie is unaware that Popeyes is right behind her, and he sees Olivia on the CCTV camera, and Katie finally sees him. Once again, this is the wrong kind of music for a chase scene. It's random, it's out of place. It feels like the editor just grabbed some EDM off Spotify and threw it in. It looks like Popeyes has just had way too many plastic surgeries from a dodgy surgeon and they just completely messed up his face. He looks terrible. So she calls for help, but her abusive boyfriend finds her.
Tell me, Katie, you really come here to fuck that little faggot or what?
Hey, watch your language. It's 2026. That word is outdated.
Fuck this bullshit. You're my girl, you understand?
Let go of me!
You think you can make a fucking fool out of me, huh?
Yes.
Now who the fuck is this guy?
Father Christmas. Who do you think that is?
It's the Sailor Man!
Yeah? Let's find out if a ghost can bleed.
Let's see if a ghost can bleed. That is the worst dialogue so far in this movie.
Guys?
This guy's dialogue can be awful, that I can understand. But that's not what ruins the movie. What really drags down the movie are his two friends, who can't help but watch as his friend's head gets destroyed by Popeyes. Why would you do that? You do know you can shoot guns at a far distance, right? That's what it's designed for? Yeah, good luck, he'd smash you up.
Fuck this.
Joey! Get back here!
He lets Katie walk free though, so nice of him. I think he just picks favourites. So the group are reunited and they hear Katie screaming and they decide to split up again to look for her. So this guy escapes, gets in his car, Popeyes is right behind him and grabs the back of his car. So he is running and we get a shot of a pin in the ground and he gets impaled by it. I mean, you looked down and you could see a pin and you stepped on it. I mean, that shit is painful. So he ends up at the harbour and it's a dead end, and Popeyes has an anchor on him and kills this guy. Because this guy eventually just gives up and he's just like, yeah, just kill me, I've had enough.
Acres away.
So these two see the guy from before, his dead body, and this girl asks like a really stupid question that I feel like a 5-year-old would know the answer to.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
Is he dead?
No, he's perfectly fine. He's not bleeding from the eyes at all. Like, say hello to him. Next scene is Katie's boyfriend who has a gun ready to shoot Popeyes in the face but ends up shooting Katie instead. Fucking idiot. If that wasn't bad enough, he runs off and leaves Katie behind.
Fuck! Please, we go. Don't leave me! You asshole!
Yeah, exactly, Katie. What an asshole. Also, what was up with the audio right there? Geez, she screamed so loud that my eardrum started hurting a little bit. Do you see what I mean? I think they fucked up the audio there. If you're wondering, Katie is still alive, not because they cut away, but I've watched this movie like 3 times and she's fine. Spoiler alert. So these two decide to escape and call the police.
It's him.
Holy shit.
Great reaction. Their reaction reminds me of a character in The Mousetrap when they just saw Mickey Mouse for the first time and they were so calm, even with him holding a knife. So Olivia and Dexter are looking for Katie and they find her bracelet on the floor covered in blood, and they run away when they hear a noise. And Olivia noticed Popeyes, and the way she reacts when she sees him is almost like she met him before or recognizes him. So these two make it to the top of the factory and this guy decides to climb up to the roof, knowing full well that it's too far to reach, let alone climb. And then, of course, look what happens.
Shit.
And he dies. So that's what I thought at first, but he survives the fall and his legs are like stuck on the net, and they give us this final destination shit. Oh, I wonder what will happen. So they talk, and what happens next? Does this girl A, help this guy get his leg out of the net, avoiding a certain death, or B, she makes out with him, totally ignoring that his leg is trapped in the net, shaking dangerously with the sharp rods ready to inflict permanent damage? It's fucking B. And he dies so stupidly. I mean, what a shit and embarrassing way to die. So she runs off, finds Katie's boyfriend, and the girl is like, we need to call the police. And she's like, he killed Seth, who I only just remembered 1 hour and 3 minutes into this movie.
Sailor Man is real. He killed Seth.
Wait, what? Popeyes didn't kill Seth. Seth killed himself for being an idiot. We didn't see him kill Seth. I mean, this girl must have suffered from a concussion or something. He's like, I want to kill this motherfucker, and leaves this girl on her own, and she's like, what a dick.
You're just gonna leave me here?
Maybe made for themselves.
Asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole, but you're not any better.
Why do I feel like we keep running in circles?
This building is like a maze.
Yes, it's a factory, a maze, just like your college. It's like these people don't know what a factory looks like from the inside. So they keep exploring the factory. This girl is exploring, and Popeyes is right there, by the way. So if you thought this girl was stupid for not helping her lover get out from a net, preventing his death, look what she does next. Yep, I am convinced that she has suffered from a recent concussion and she saw Seth do the exact same thing and That's what led to his unfortunate death. Then she thought to herself, I know, I'll try to get to the roof myself, only to end up dying on top of Seth. At that point, I couldn't even finish this movie. I just turned it off. Like, why did she do that? And you don't know what the worst part is? Well, her friends are gonna come in, witness their deaths, and they're gonna blame Popeyes for it. And he didn't do anything. So these two find Popeye's bed, and he's been living in the factory for like 20 years, and that he is the real Sailor Man, and that he's only been eating spinach for the past 20 years. So they find out that Olive Oil was some sort of whistleblower for this place, and she went missing, and she might have been killed, and Popeyes has just been there for years, going mad trying to find Olive Oil, because she apparently was either killed or she's just been missing. So they hide. Popeyes comes, looks at the photo. Dexter sneezes. This gets Popeyes' attention, but stops, realizing that a mouse just made a noise, and just carries on drinking his spinach. So he leaves, and they're able to escape, and they find these two's dead bodies, and just as I predicted, they blame Popeyes for it, and when in reality it was just these two being morons.
He's a goddamn psycho.
Don't you see? It's the spinach. It's turned him into that. It's toxic.
You hear that, guys? The spinach is what makes Popeye kill these people in cold blood. Perfect explanation. So they make it to the door, and he's just there waiting for them.
Let him go.
Shutting the door on him, that'll work. And it actually does. So Olive fixes his arm by doing...
Hey, have I ever told you I thought you were cute?
that.
This is all my fault. I shouldn't have come here.
He's crazy.
It's the spinach. Whatever that contamination is, it changed him, mutated him.
Oh my god, stop blaming the spinach for him killing these people. Spinach in a can does not make people snap each other's wrists. Spinach does not make you rip out a prick's eye. And spinach does not make Popeyes do all those other things that he has done in this movie. Like, why are we blaming the spinach for his... Popeyes comes out and they are confronted by him, and are you ready for the twist?
We're not here to hurt you. You recognize me, don't you? You know who I am. Daddy?
It turns out Popeyes is Olivia's father, and her mum was Olive Oil.
My sweet.
No!
Where you going, sailor boy? Ah! I got another one!
And then this guy had to ruin the moment.
Not him, it's spinach!
You know how fucking crazy you sound?
No, Joe, she's telling the truth. This place is full of contamination.
It's the spinach. You have to stop eating it. It's destroying your mind. You can look for Mom. Together. Don't do this, Joey.
I heard what you said before. He's your daddy.
Get out.
I'll come back for you. I promise.
This I'm okay with him killing. I mean, I did say Katie gets justice, sort of. I mean, technically it's justice because he's a piece of shit, but you know. And he beats him with his own arm. I will never understand why these types of movies think that the characters getting bitch slapped and beaten by their own arm is a cool death. To me, it just seems so goofy. So, Joey, who I've just remembered towards the end of the movie, dies. Good riddance. So they leave. It's daytime now, and Katie is still alive even though she was shot in the stomach and was in pain, bleeding uncontrollably, but she seems fine after being shot. And she finds out about Joey's death, and honestly, who the fuck cares? I mean, I'm surprised she was able to survive for that long all night. But she goes to the hospital, and the feds ask him questions, and they cover for him. And Popeyes just watches from a distance, and they plan to come back and get help for him at some point. So we get Mr. Alistair, who is pissed that the clients don't want to destroy the factory, and still doesn't believe the Sailor Man story.
Get your filthy balls off me, you freak!
I am what I am.
You know what? You deserve that. You fucking deserve that. We get punk rock music for this outro. Interesting. So in Popeyes the Slayer Man, I actually found myself enjoying a lot of ridiculous over-the-top moments. The movie leans fully into campy, goofy vibe, and I appreciate that it didn't try to take itself seriously, and I like that there was a story that I could follow, especially the backstory about Popeyes having like a daughter, Olivia, and how his face is like messed up from a fake spinach that, according to Olivia, makes him kill people. It gave the movie at least a grounding amid the chaos. Some of the kill scenes were generally creative and funny, especially when like Popeyes used his spinach powered strength in exaggerated cartoonish ways. I also thought the practical effects, the prosthetic and the costume design were surprisingly decent for a low budget film, and a few of the chase scenes like the warehouse sequence were tense and entertaining, even if the payoff was a bit weak. So the movie moved at a quick pace, which kept me engaged, and there were enough silly so bad it's good moments that I found myself actually laughing at the absurdity. That said, the movie has a lot of flaws. The characters are like a big weak point. Many feel like generic slasher stereotypes. There's like an overconfident guy who like jokes around and ignores all the dangers, making his death predictable rather than exciting. And the final girl, though acting is flat and underdeveloped, which makes her moments less impactful. The kill scenes are inconsistent. Some are like I said, some are creative and fun, but others are just really lazy and just feel plain dumb, like especially when like characters obviously like make bad choices, such as like splitting up or ignoring clear danger. So even though this film is short, the middle drag and some parts just feel slower than they should. The plot itself is predictable, and at times it doesn't really surprise you, which makes it feel uneven despite its fun concept. Overall, I can say that Popeyes the Slayer Man is not a good movie in the traditional sense, but I still had fun watching it. It's goofy, it's messy and uneven, but it's ridiculous premise and some creative kills and its commitment. So this movie gets a 3.5 out of 10 because it actually has a decent story, but I could follow, and the characters are both a decent story that I could follow, and the characters are both alright / dumb. And yeah, I would recommend this movie to people if you plan to get drunk on a Friday night. Knock yourself out. Thank you for watching my video on Popeyes the Slayer Man. Like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
I am what I am.